burst into CNN. Trump ally and former U.S. presidential candidate Herman Cain has died after battling coronavirus.
Cain attended President Trump's June 20th rally in Tulsa and recently bragged about the president's Independence Day celebration, writing, quote, "Masks will not be mandatory for the event, which will be attended by President Trump. People are fed up."
Look, regardless of what Herman Cain thought about the coronavirus, every loss of life to this disease is tragic. And hopefully this will serve as a wake-up call to a lot of people who shared Herman Cain's mindset. I mean, coronavirus doesn't care about your political party. It doesn't care if you like Trump. It doesn't even care if you believe it's real. It is real, and it is deadly. So socially distance whenever you can, and please, wear a mask. Hell, you can even wear a mask sarcastically for all I care. Oh, look at me, I'm wearing a mask. I'm so much safer now. Yeah, that's fine. Just put it on. So with the economy in crisis mode and deaths continuing to soar, obviously, this is all bad for President Trump's re-election hopes. And today, Trump came up with a brilliant new strategy for the election. Just don't have one.
Fox News alert, some breaking news this hour. A tweet from the White House, President Trump tweeting out a short time ago on the upcoming presidential election.
With universal mail-in voting, not absentee voting, which is good, 2020 will be the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history. It will be a great embarrassment to the USA. Delay the election until people can properly, securely, and safely vote. Question marks.
To be very clear, the president cannot do that. The Constitution is unambiguous about this, that Congress, not a president who may have their own self-interest in mind, gets to decide when the leader of the United States is elected. And to his other point, there is no evidence, of course, of widespread voter fraud through mail-in voting, even in states with all mail-in votes.
That's right. Trump isn't actually allowed to delay the election. Although not being allowed to do something has never stopped him before. Like, we'll still have the election on November 3rd, but he'll probably just add 100 days to August. And sure, maybe the court overturns it, but that might not happen until August 73rd. And I mean, this is an absurd suggestion, I know. We can't reschedule the election. For starters, both candidates are like 200 years old. I mean, we've got to keep things moving. I'm not even sure that Trump understands what an alarming proposal this is, because this is basically the move of a dictator. But Trump is just casually throwing it out there in a tweet with a bunch of question marks, like he's on a group text trying to bail on happy hour. Hey y'all, November 3rd is not great for me. Maybe we reschedule for 2021? Thoughts? What do you guys think, huh? And just by the way, you remember a few years ago when I said Trump was an African dictator? You remember that? Yeah? Yeah? People acted like I was crazy. But this is how it starts. First, they just suggest that maybe you postpone the election. Then they suggest that some of the votes are not valid. And pretty soon they're saying, you know what's really unfair? That there are two political parties. Why are there two political parties? Let's just have one. Then you don't have to worry about making all these decisions anymore. America is mine. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you remember, but 3 months ago, Joe Biden predicted that Trump would try to delay the election. And this is how Trump reacted back then.
I never even thought of changing the date of the election. Why would I do that? November 3rd. It's a good number. No, I look forward to that election, and that was just made-up propaganda.
Oh, I love me some fake Trump outrage. How dare you? I won't sink that low for at least 3 more months.